One. It's another week, baby. The gang is back. But you know what? It's even more special this week? It's the final countdown. My man turning 30 is T minus what? 4 days? 4 days to celebration, not to the actual birthday.
Yeah,
to celebration.
It's 8 days for my birthday, but the celebration is 6 days away.
How do you feel, young sir? It's the 30s upon you. How do you feel?
I'm ready to get it in, man. I'm ready to celebrate. I'm ready to have a good time, be fresh, take pictures, drink, smoke, and get some good sleep.
I'm gonna get that this weekend, brother.
I'm gonna try to, man. That's it, man. I just wanna celebrate life.
You got your birthday fits laid out like schoolyard fits.
I just got my last shirt. I had to 2-day ship that motherfucker. Pay $15 shipping to get that shit here.
Okay.
But
okay. You gonna lay them out. You got the Friday fit, your Saturday fit, your Sunday fit.
I'm just gonna wear them. I ain't gonna have it. It ain't first day of school, but it's gonna, I'm gonna feel good, look good, feel good.
Okay. Okay, listen, it's an occasion, the boys coming back home to celebrate the 30th. If you don't know, listeners. So I will be making an appearance. I will be shaving and clean. You know how I look good when I look good. So I'm gonna look good for my brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take care of myself. But it's a celebration. Mazel talks, bitches. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna drink good tequila, right? We're drinking tequila this weekend or cognac.
I don't know. I'm trying to decide. I do know that I do not want to get sick. That's what I know.
Okay.
I don't want to get sick, and I don't want to have to be like carried anywhere.
Yeah.
I want to maintain. So we're gonna figure it out. I'm trying to smoke more than I drink. That's what I want to do.
Okay. I mean, you're back home where it's legal, so you can walk around with your blunt or whatever, your joint, however you want to partake.
And I believe the hotel got a balcony too, so I should be able to do that out there.
We'll talk about that off camera. Your location. We want people to know where you're at.
Oh yeah. Might say throw it back to the good old days.
Okay. Well, welcome listeners. Thank you for joining us for another week of Mother Talks, a safe place for a keep it player every time, all the time. The gang is back in town. It's the boy SL with my DTR merch. Come fuck with the gang. And it's the boy T. We still call you T. Are you done boycotting the word T?
Why would I boycott that?
No, the word Terry.
Terry Crews? Terry. Yeah, everybody forgot about that nigga, bro. That nigga, damn.
You're back to being Terry now.
Yeah. I'm because it's my month, so I'm upping it. I ain't worried about that nigga.
Okay.
I ain't worried about that nigga.
I hear you, man. How was your weekend, young sir?
Weekend was good. Chilling, saving money, eating healthy. Juneteenth, went to a black-owned restaurant. That was Saturday, and then I had like a little black movie marathon. It was nice, chill, didn't spend a lot of bread. Didn't get drunk. I think I bought a 6-pack on Friday. Drank that throughout the weekend. Got some Budweiser.
Okay. You got some water?
I got Budweiser. I didn't get Bud Light. But that's water?
Bud Light's water. Budweiser's a little bit harder,
I got straight Budweiser, no light beer. Drank that and vibed out. Got some shit done. Passport photos taken. About to get this passport. About to go out the country. Got to get my shit together. Regular, man. Regular. Life is good.
See, being a real adult.
Yeah, minus the bullshit. Life's good. Shout out to Easy.
This weekend I didn't do much. Got drunk off Trulies for the first time. It takes a good 7, 8 of them.
They not bad, right?
I got the lemonade joints. The lemonade joints kind of fire though. I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah, them shit's not bad at all. think I stole a case not too long ago, and I was drinking them. So I was like, yo, this is a nice little vibe. Not bad. Not bad at all. You just blinking, thinking. This nigga had a long pause.
Yeah, man, fucked up.
Are you all right, nigga?
I don't know if it's the internet. Like it's like you're going through. It says my internet connection is unstable. So let's see.
Okay, I was like, you was taking a long pause. Like this nigga having a stroke.
No, it's my internet. It just finally got back.
Okay, yeah. I was like, this nigga just long pause.
Nah, hopefully it didn't catch. Because when the internet is unstable on one way, it's like it glitches on the other side. So like I was moving, but you weren't moving.
Got you.
But I've revisited the last two Avengers, Infinity Wars.
I seen you was on that shit. You talking about it's a good day to watch Avengers or whatever.
Yeah, and I did, man. And I'm not gonna tell no lie, man. The last final scene in Endgame, I shed a couple tears, bro. I didn't do that in the actual.
Fam. I went with somebody, and they were, first of all, when I went to see Endgame, the movies be letting out while you're going in. People were coming out the theater crying.
Bruh.
When I was walking in, I was like, yo, that shit must be fucking nuts. I was like, yo, this shit about to go up. Niggas is crying? What the fuck? So got in there, bitch. I'm geeked. I'm excited. And then when you get to that end joint, especially when you in the theater and you like, that shit will hit your ass. I was like, I almost cried in the beginning, nigga. When the nigga family disappeared. Like, I was like, oh my fucking God. Like, I was so into that shit. And that was like the first scene. I was like, this shit is about to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that shit holds up.
Bruh, yeah, that last scene when he was like Captain America, fuck that nigga. I don't really fuck Captain America, but like he was running out of options. Thanos was kicking their ass, right? And then you hear Sam Wilson say, Cap, to your left, and then all them niggas just pull up.
Hard. Bruh. Epic.
I shared a couple of tears, bro. I was like,
because that nigga was done.
That's great cinematic. That's great cinema, baby. That's great cinema. I can't even care. I can't even hold you, bro.
Listen, and I don't know if you've been watching the series. WandaVision was okay, but it was not good to me. Loki's on right now. You been watching Loki?
I haven't watched Loki yet. I just caught up with Winter Soldier and the Falcon.
Okay, that was solid. I wish it was longer though.
Yeah, it was good. It was actually good.
But that's a good way to spend some time, bro. I rewatch some shits often. Like I'd be like, all right, let me just watch Thor, the first Thor. I ain't watched that bitch in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But great movies. Oh, and I don't say this about Thanos because you tweeted this. He was kicking them niggas' asses with no Infinity Stone.
Bruh, Thanos is a GOAT, bruh. I ain't gonna this nigga. The bars is immaculate. He's always got a nice bar for you. And he's got we celebrate Michael and Kobe for the level of dedication they have to the craft. This nigga Thanos, he wanted to end half of the universe. And he killed his own daughter to get that, to get to that point.
He knew what he was. He was actually had a purpose, a cause he was fighting for. And bro, the thing about this though, he beat them niggas
multiple times. They
had to go back in time. No, remember he said there was 14 million different realities and only one he beat them. So that's how cold Thanos was. And they had to lose, then come back and go back in time to beat the nigga. Like 100%, bro. Like of our lifetime, that's a high bar. It was like Dark Knight. Now it's like fucking Endgame, Infinity. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy.
And then when I realized that like this moment in Endgame, that was 10 years. We like the first Iron Man came out in 2000.
08.
2009. Yeah. So it was 10 years in the making. And if you think about it, that's like 10 years you dedicated your life to this franchise, even if you weren't thinking you were doing it, but you've watched their movies, you watched the spinoffs and everything, each other's spinoff, and everything's culminating to this moment. You're realizing it's over, you know, and seeing all these pieces come together. Like, you got to give it up to the people at Marvel for thinking of the long.
Stan Lee, man, Stan Lee. Shout out to Stan Lee, RPM. Because his characters, but then they took it and they're like, saw what it could be, and everything didn't hit at first. But when you saw, like, they was like, all right, we're gonna get this right, and they kept perfecting it. And when you got that amount of money and that amount of time, that's what I said. So we got Black Widow's about to come out. I think that comes out July.
Yeah, July.
And then you got the Eternals about to come out.
That's gonna be fire.
So, and then so now they have this series. They got the Loki series, the Wanda series, Like, they're trying, like, it's hard to top, but they're slowly gearing it back up. Because I feel like if they do that Eternal shit right, because the Eternals is just gods watching all this shit happen. They're like, they know about the Avengers. They're like, but we just gonna stay out of that petty shit. Like, they're like, we're not gonna fuck with that. And it's, you know what I'm saying? So their battles about to be good too. Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, man. I might get a Thanos tattoo. Bro. Or a quote or something.
Get some Thanos quotes would be hard. Some Thanos quotes. You know what I'm saying? Because his face kind of ugly. You don't want to get Thanos face.
I don't want to get.
But
yeah, I need one of these quotes, bro. It's like, I remember Scarlet Witch was like, you made me lose so much. And this nigga Thanos was like, I don't even know who you are.
Hilarious.
Hey, fam.
And that's real shit.
I do say like they did a little something, like the only corny thing they did in the Endgame, and this doesn't have to be like
the woman shit.
Yeah, it was corny, and only just because they made it like corny. Like they just showed up. We got her back. Like, that's corny.
It's like the same shit they do to black people. It's that pandering and like insulting. You know what I'm saying? Not insulting each other, but that pandering. Like, when you pander to women and you pander to black people, it just comes off like, yo, bro, like, you could have just did it. You didn't have to have that shot of like helping each other up. Like, nah, boom, boom helps, boom, 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 boom helps, boom, 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 helps, boom, boom, and then it just happened. You know what I'm saying? They did, but you know, that was right during the Me Too shit. All that shit was popping. You know, they're in Hollywood, so they was like, nah, we're gonna make these women strong. So, and the characters are already strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Dora Milaje is already dope. You know what I'm saying? The fucking Scarlet Witch is almost beat up Thanos. Nigga, fucking Captain Marvel, like, good. You ain't have to do that shit. And I see you got the shirt on too, nigga.
Yeah. I had to think about that, but I thought about that when I was putting this on. But then they did all that and they still got their ass beat.
Oh yeah. Bro. Thanos was cold when he took the Infinity Stone off the glove and punched her ass with it. I was like, this nigga genius. I was like, yeah. It's like, nigga, just take the stone off, duff her ass, put it back on. I'm inevitable. Nah, no, nigga. I'm Iron Man. Yeah, sure. The person I was with, they was crying at this point. Like, when that shit happened, like, tears.
Well, seeing Tony die, that was tough. We knew it was happening. It was
that's
tough.
My favorite Avenger, man. That's my favorite Avenger.
You know, I might get I'm inevitable, or
it's so big.
Talk about it. And I lost it. Well, I'm inevitable is hard. It's hard.
It's many.
Or should have went for the head. Should have went for the head.
And that shit fucked Thor ass up too. He was like, because Thor, he had that opportunity, bro.
Yeah, he could have killed him.
He had it. He could have stopped it all. That nigga, let's always go for the head. Listen, that's a real statement. Or chopped his arm off. Nigga, he did that shit the second time, but he learned his lesson. Learned his motherfucking lesson.
Great cinema, man. So let's get right into the shit, man. I get my Thanos appreciation, but this week social media has been on fire, man. As it is every week. But one of the topics that happened this week that we really want to discuss. It's multiple topics really. It's about violence. Violence has been a real theme of this past week. And the first topic we want to talk about is would you get beat up for your lady?
Would I get beat up for her?
Let's preface it. So there was a viral clip going where apparently a woman told her boyfriend that somebody was doing something to her at work, or said something to her. We don't have any background at what caused the situation. She called her boyfriend to work, like most women would do with boyfriends or husbands. Like, I'm gonna get my nigga, I'm gonna get my boyfriend, or those type of situations. She went and did that. The boyfriend showed up to the workplace, and he got handled by the coworker. So now there's a dilemma.
He was the aggressor.
He was the aggressor. So he did what he was supposed to do. He stood up for his woman. He did shove her aggressively. I didn't like that, but I can see that when you're about to fight and the woman gets in the way, you're like, just get away. The adrenaline is rushing, it's pumping. You're ready to get down, get out the way before you get hit. So I understand that aspect. So when they got to squabbling, oh boy, he didn't do his film. He didn't do his film work. And also, the Dragon Ball Z, you can look at your power key. The power. He didn't look at his power levels. Mm-hmm. So there was a couple of things he should have noticed before he started fighting. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what he should have noticed. The man had black Air Force Ones.
He did.
He had black Air Force Ones. I think they were high tops too, but he had black Air Force Ones. That's already 1,000 level power right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he had braids.
He did. That's what I was gonna say. He had braids. I don't know if they were straight backs or design, but he had braids.
And he had tattoos on his face. Mm-hmm. So right there, you're fighting a damn near, let's say Super Saiyan 1. I don't know, just Super Saiyan 1 off the boat.
He got fight experience.
Yeah, he squabbled up with you, and he body slammed the nigga twice, bro.
That's almost worse than just losing a trade in punches and you get the worst of it. He body slammed this nigga twice. Like, lifted him up off the ground, boom. And you forget, like, that should take a blow. So, like, you talking about Dragon Ball Z, but just like Mortal Kombat, that should take a lot of your health meter down, nigga. Every slam, boom, boom. Like, that take a big chunk out of your meter, bro. And he didn't have hands. He didn't have footwork. And he didn't even have wrestling skills. Because once the nigga had you on the ground, you should have just kept it on the ground. That nigga got up, kneed your ass, picked you up. You see the knee? The knee was, that's how I knew that nigga was different. He hit that nigga with a knee. Mm. But if that was me in that situation, you're right. You got to do your assessment of your person, man. Because like sometimes you realize like, all right, this is too much of a threat for me to handle one-on-one. I'm just gonna get away from here. I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and then I'm gonna go away without violence. Because, like I said, that nigga was the aggressor. Sometimes your words is all you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, nigga, don't let this happen again. Don't let this happen. A good threat. You know what I'm saying? A good threat of violence before the violence. Sometimes, shout out to J. Cole. He said on the album, he said he used to talk that shit when he was a kid, but he ain't never really had to fight a lot until one day he got it to the point where nigga was testing his shit. He's like, I held my own. I ain't get fucked up, but you know what I'm saying? Sometimes all you gotta do is talk the talk. He should have just talked the talk, but he bit off more than he could chew, obviously, with this guy. But as a man, you gotta protect your woman against other men. That's your place. Men are supposed to protect and provide. If she felt like she wasn't protected, but now she probably feel like she really not protected, I guarantee the relationship would not last very long.
So let's role play now. What do you think happens after they get in the car?
He probably gets mad at her for calling him up there. Why didn't you tell me the nigga was this, and that? You know what? You shouldn't even call me. You should have handled that yourself. He probably gonna get mad at her. Then she's gonna realize, no, he's deflecting because he got his ass beat. And I'm thinking worse, like regular, like actual real reality scenario. She probably is like, nigga, what the fuck? That nigga beat your ass, and then he gets mad at her. And he's like, man, what the fuck? It was your fault. I got in this shit. Boom. They end up beefing. And maybe she tries to apologize and da-da-da. But in the long run, you saw your man get his ass beat. That nigga has to either come back up there the next day and fight again, or they're just not going to make it. They're not going to make it. Their relationship is not going to last.
She's got to quit.
But see, it's post-pandemic. You can't just quit your job.
Everybody hiring, brother. Come on now,
Everybody hiring, but it's some bullshit places hiring, and nigga, they come on.
Well, for your relationship and for your self-respect, you're never gonna be able to live that in the locker room or in the break room.
Oh yeah. You can't work that shit no more.
And then if you look at what they all have the same uniform, they could be working in the warehouse. So and you work at a warehouse right now. You know how catty and how petty and how news travels.
Bro. Yeah. How your nigga eye doing? How the nigga, bro, like
it's the same type of job where niggas have the same lunch or they leave at the same time.
Yeah, it's not working.
You know what I'm saying? So like you gotta see her. You gotta see that nigga on your way to the locker to get your shit. He probably just, saying all types of wild petty shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
damn,
bro.
my arm hurt from knocking this nigga out yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I thought it was the boxers.
How your little bitch ass boyfriend doing?
Yeah, it's over for you. It's over for you.
Yeah.
You gotta quit.
It's a very tough situation, but he had the right idea. It's just he failed, and when you fail, you gotta deal with failure. So
Terry, let's say your lady calls you, say this nigga's out here tripping. Can you come up here?
Got to.
What are you asking for? Are you asking preliminary questions, or are you just riding?
Well, this is what I'm saying though. So I've been in a situation kind of like that, like niggas like call you with the like smoke, like yo, niggas is beef, whatever here. Like you kind of gotta just be about that action. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta just go. And then when you get there, that's when you ask the question. You know what I'm saying? You like on the phone, you be like, nigga, I don't got questions right now. Tell me where you at. Cause you kind of gotta get there and just push it with your own eyes. You know what I'm saying? Put your eyes on the situation. But like I said, like my beefing days, my rumbling days, like they're gone. I remember y'all niggas left when you left Richmond. I got to a couple scraps. Damn, I got to a couple scraps out in Richmond, and I realized I was like, I'm good on all that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I told this story in the podcast. I fought this big ass nigga one time because I was was I drunk? I was a little drunk. Yeah, I was drunk.
I feel like you wouldn't be fighting a big ass nigga sober.
Yo, this nigga was like, he was like Aaron Donald. No cap.
Nah, nigga, you're wilding, son.
Before this, so he was probably like a little bit short, because I don't know how tall Aaron Donald is, but this nigga was about 6'2", 230. And I was just, he disrespected me. He disrespected me, and then I like took the disrespect to another level, and then he even still tried to give me an out. He tried to cut me in line, and he pushed me and moved me out the way. That should have been my first out.
Aaron Donald is 6'1", 280.
Okay, so the nigga was not 280. The nigga was probably about 230, 240.
Okay, that's still a big nigga.
But he was 6'1", and he was over six. He was about 6'1", 230, and I'm 6 foot, probably 200. You know what I'm saying? But I'm drunk.
So that drunkenness gives you a little bit extra, like, looseness.
But that nigga had about 30 pounds on me, like easy.
Okay.
And about 3 inches.
So he gave you the out. But because I was not fucking, because that nigga like pushed me. Then I slapped the nigga hat off his head. Disrespect. Okay.
Then he was like, look, just tell that nigga to grab my hat and apologize. And it'll be okay. And that's what I'm saying, though. He's telling me to apologize. First of all, nigga, you touched me first. Yeah. So I was like, nigga, fuck your hat. Then that nigga starts to come after me. So I'm like, so whole time we in Bodillas. So I proceed like, all right, nigga, we're gonna wreck, but I'm not trying to wreck in the bodegas. I step outside to the street. Okay. He comes out. So first of all, so now Sean Porter will tell you this. Porter was there and my cousin Donnie was there. They was trying to stop the nigga. Both now my cousin 5'9", Porter 5'6". These niggas was not holding this nigga back.
Okay. So this nigga was they were holding him like this.
They were not his arms, but just trying to block his path.
Okay.
He pushed through them and got outside.
Because he's probably a DN. Because he's probably a DN, so he could push through.
Nigga, he was definitely think football player. Think Aaron Donald. Think Aaron Donald. This is what you gotta think. We square up. You know what I'm saying? He throws one punch. Boom! It's a left. It hit me. I immediately start leaking, and my vision gets blurry. I don't stumble though. He cut my left. He cut my eye. It wasn't a backup, but it was a cut, and my vision is blurry. And I'm like, I try to open my eye, and the vision is blurry, so I can't see out of my eye. So I just closed the age. But I'm still on my feet, and he's like, "Yeah, you felt that one, huh?" The nigga's talking to me.
Yeah, that's wild. Hey, that's wild, fam.
So he pieced me. Boom! I catch it. I'm like, I try to open it. But then I closed my eye. Once he see my eye, he didn't close my eye, but I closed my eye because my vision was blurry. So I closed the eye and I'm like, okay, and I'm still hands still up, boom, boom, boom. And there must have been some angels around. Because next thing I know, the police is there. The police is like, whoa, what's going on here? What happened? What happened? And I'm like, man, nothing happened. He's like, yo, you're bleeding. I was like, oh shit, I tripped and fell. He's like, no, we saw everything that happened. I was like, man, ain't nothing happened. So at this point, I take my shirt off. I had my beater on. I take my beater off, put my shirt back on. I put the beater on my eye, stop the blood. It was just a little cut. It wasn't too much. And that night, I was like, nigga, what was I on? Why did I slap the hat off this big ass? I didn't even realize the size enough. Why did I slap the hat off this nigga head? And then I was like, well, I'm thankful that it didn't go any further and I didn't get beat the fuck up, only got punched. And, but once he hit me and was like, yeah, you felt that, huh? I was like, oh, what am I?
Why didn't you move? Why did you?
Nigga, first of all, I was drunk. So my reaction time was not good. Like this nigga seemed like he was purely sober, bro. This nigga looked like he was just out and he was grabbing some food. But I was drunk. Like literally, I was probably like 6 or 7 drunk. 6, 7.
Okay.
So, but you know what I'm saying? So after that fight, so there was a fight before that, but we ain't going to tell that story. But that wasn't a bad story. I came out okay in that one. But this one, I was just like, okay, well, I think my fighting days is over. let me just not. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know I had that aggression in me. Because y'all niggas was always aggressive, and I was just like, oh, these niggas crazy. But then once I realized, like, damn, I'm still out here acting up on my dolo. You know what I'm saying? I need to chill out. But back to the situation at hand. Man to man, some shit men just got to handle. You know what I'm saying? And that situation, my situation got handled. Thankfully, I didn't get beat up, but I did get punched. And this dude got beat up and slammed a couple times. But you got to defend your lady, but you also got to do an assessment. And this is broad daylight. That nigga wasn't under no influences. He just had a piss poor performance. And it happens. Mm-hmm. It happens.
I mean, for me, I could throw the fisticuffs. Now, what I need to know prior, she gotta give me a game plan. Give me some game tape. You gotta let me know if this nigga is a gang member. Those type of things. Because I believe in that video, he threw up some type of gang sign right after that.
He threw up a set after he slammed the nigga.
So I need to know if he's a gang member because that automatically tells me his squabbling skills are higher than normal.
Yes. Okay. Gang members can fight better than the average human.
Yes. yes. I need to know his height and his weight. Like, baby, this nigga's tripping. All right, baby, I'm on the way. How big is this nigga? Oh, you sound
shook though.
No, this is let me know if I need to bring an extra.
If you ask your girlfriend on the phone, yo, how big is he? You sound scared already.
No, I'm telling you why I sound scared, but I'm telling you why. Because this tells me if I need to bring some extra protection on me. You know what I'm saying? Okay. If I gotta get some good brass knuckles, or if I need to keep something on me just in case this big nigga does some big nigga shit.
The equalizer. Like, you gotta equalize.
You know what I'm saying? Like the baby say, you know, the nigga big, but I got a bigger gun or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
But see, whole time, I think that's just the approach you should just always take. Just bring the strap, right? Because say the nigga is big and he get aggressive with you. All you do is pull the strap out and be like, nigga, I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. I'll lay your big ass down. Nigga, I will smoke your ass. Nigga, you see this girl right here? Leave her the fuck alone. But see, then you got to make sure ain't no cameras around. You at the work building. But see, the gun is the equalizer. Because plenty of big niggas that got bodied by little niggas because the nigga had that fire on him. So,
you know what I'm saying? You lifting in the gym 3-4 hours a day. You lifting 3-4 hours a day just to get smoked by a nigga that's, 120 pounds.
But see, that's what I'm saying, though. Don't nobody want to fight no more. Because when you boxing, there's weight classes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen, Gervonta Tank Davis is fighting at 140 pounds. I don't give a fuck that Tank is a trained fighter. If he fight Aaron Donald's fucking up Tank Davis, okay? Yes. Tank is 5'6", Chris.
That boy hit like a 250 pounder.
And what do you think Aaron Donald hit like?
He not as fast as Tank though.
Okay, how about let's just do boxers. How about this?
Okay.
I don't give a fuck if Tank fights DeAndre Wilder's fucking Tank up.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. DeAndre Wilder is 6'7", Tank is 5'6". It's not a competition. But yes. I'm not saying Tank won't punch him or get a good lick in, but size wins all the time. Like, that's why they're matchups. You know what I'm saying? That's why linemen that's why you don't have cornerbacks blocking offensive tackles. You know what I'm saying? They just don't happen. You feel me? But size matters. But you need shit to equalizer. In the gun, especially now, and we live in America, everybody got guns. It's the equalizer. Ain't nobody scared of nobody because they got that gun on him. And they got the gun on him.
Listen, I'm ready to fight. I just need to know if I need to bring, you know what I'm saying, that extra piece.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? So how about this though? You say you say, hey babe, how tall is he? She said, oh, he's 6'5". Okay, what's your next question?
How does he weigh? How much does he weigh? How much? 6'5".
Oh, he's about 220, 230.
All right.
No, but girls don't know niggas' weights. They be like, I don't know, but he got muscles.
All right, bet. I'll be right there.
How fast you driving there? Oh, you gonna get the strap.
I'm driving the speed. I'm driving the speed limit. I'm driving about 40.
50 Cent has the best line. Nigga, get the strap. You get the strap before you gotta go get the strap. Because remember, a lot of the videos that 50 be posting, it's some fuck shit happening, nigga. He be like, oh, nigga, we gotta go get the strap. You gotta already have the strap. Because I don't give a fuck you 6'5", 220, and I could be 6 foot, and I will still be all right. You feel me? Or you could be 5'9", you could be 5'8". It don't matter. Them bullets, they can fight these bullets.
So I need just a little straighten. You gotta get straight.
That's why you need to have a good verbal assault game. Because if you could win the fight mentally before you get physical, you good. All you gotta do is break him down mentally. But see, some niggas, they get broke down mentally and then they just lash out physically. But you can't not defend your woman. Like, you just can't not. But I'm not opposed to using a weapon at all. And I'm not opposed to sneaking a nigga.
Listen, let's talk about that. You're not opposed to sneaking a nigga.
Nope. Nope.
If he's 6'5", 250, I'll sneak him too. I don't care.
There you go. Sneak that nigga. But you better make sure you connect. You got to get it over with.
You got to hit him well. You got to hit him hard too. Because, you sneak him and you don't put him down, you got to get ready to squabble.
Then that's even more of a bitch. That's like, say the nigga in the video, he snuck the nigga and then got body something. Damn, that's even worse. It's like, damn, you lost and you snuck the nigga? Come on, son.
Well, speaking of, sneaking niggas, the viral clip of a Denver Nuggets fan and a Phoenix fan getting into a fight that was hitting the airwaves as well. We're gonna talk about Phoenix fans because they have been beating up niggas for the last couple of series. There's been another video of them beating up some Clippers fans, but the video, as you should have seen, the past couple of weeks, the guy is famous for saying "Suns in 4," as he has the other Nuggets fan in a chokehold or
No, he's holding his jersey or his chain. He has his jersey in his hands.
And he's just uppercutting this nigga while he's talking to his mans.
Yep.
Besides it being embarrassing enough of getting waxed over sports teams with no real value to you, you don't make no money off them, right? He decided to make a react. I guess he got interviewed, and he wanted to explain
his side
story and why he didn't get beat up as bad as the video showed. Now, Terry, you put me onto this video, man. Give me your thoughts on
it. Some dude looks like he's from some type of Middle Eastern descent, maybe Mexican, maybe Spanish, Latin, a brown fellow.
Spanish. I got Spanish.
He's a brown fellow.
Yeah.
He got beat up by a Suns fan who happened to be white. This dude had what's Murray's first name? Jamal Murray jersey on.
Jamal Murray.
The first video is very self-explanatory. The dude actually swings on the dude first.
Yep.
He actually has the high ground, so he's punching down at the nigga. The dude grabs him, holds him, proceeds to duff him up, proceeds to hold him. The dude goes in the full shell. He proceeds to talk shit to his friend like, nigga, I'm gonna fuck. He didn't say nigga, but he said, I'll fuck him up. Punches him a couple more times and lets him go. The dude scurries off in defeat. This is what happens. This dude that scurried off in defeat, somehow on Snapchat or whatever, somebody's interviewing him, asking him what happened. He's talking about, man, he grabbed my chain. He scratched my nose. That's where this came from. And if anybody knows, if you get socked in the nose, you really good. You get a black eye. Do I got black eyes? No. So he ain't even really beat me up like that. He ain't demolished me. You lost. You got beat up. You got embarrassed. No, did he beat you to a bloody pulp unconscious? No. But he did what he had to do, and you scurried off. So, and that man stayed at his seat. Looked like he watched the rest of the game.
It looked like he did. He enjoyed the rest of the game.
He enjoyed the rest of the game. He had another beer, and then he went home and did whatever he wanted to do. And your ass, fucking, I bet you didn't come back to that section. So it's just like the losers telling the story. Yes, we history is right, the story of the winners. And often the losers don't get to tell their side of the story. And if we want to get into some nuance about that conversation, we can on a serious level. But when it comes to this isolated incident, I don't need to hear about how you didn't get fucked up that bad. I saw the video. I saw the beginning and the end. I saw you swing. I saw you miss. I saw him grab you. I saw him duff you. And I saw him let you go when he wanted to let you go.
Yeah.
Because you had given up. It looked like you gave up.
My man was in the video, in the interview video, looking like he was some type of dope boy or a young nigga making money, right?
Yes.
He had like he had an AP on or a Rolex and a couple chains on, talking about he didn't get beat up and niggas can't really hurt him. And there's a couple things I noticed, right? You're wearing all this jewelry, but you was in the high-rise seats fighting with the common folks.
Yes. He wasn't on the floor.
He wasn't even in good middle seats. You know what I'm saying? So now it looks like you're capping one, and now you're kind of couch chasing, trying to be somebody or look
how
like
are you
somebody.
Getting proud off getting beat up? That don't even make sense.
You're doing the interview. Telling
how are you
he's doing the interview. He's doing the interview saying that nigga didn't really beat me up. Like, that nigga didn't hurt me. That's clout chase. Like, because we saw you were hurt. He was leaking. He wanted to seem tougher than what he really is, especially with, I think he was smoking weed. He was, had a little
smoking weed.
So he had a little one of them, was it Mercies or whatever?
It's a Louis Vuitton bag. He got on a little Moncler shirt. He got some big.
Now he wants to. So now my man has a facade out that he's trying to portray that he's harder than what the video showed him.
Bro, you got beat up by Greg from Human Resources, bro. That's Greg. That's golfer Greg. Fucked you up. But see, you talking about Arizona fans, bro. People don't know Arizona is a wild ass state, bro. Arizona isn't just like Phoenix. You think it's the desert. It's like a lot of drugs in fucking Arizona. It's a lot, bro. Like Arizona ain't just like a nice suburban rural state. Like it's a different type of it's like an outlaw type of state. You know what I'm saying? Arizona got its, you know what I'm saying? Arizona.
I think about that too. I think about they haven't had a lot to root on. They haven't had a lot to root for and a lot to be proud of, right? Think about it. The Suns have been trash for 10 plus years. The Cardinals are just getting onto, being decent. So now
they went to the Super Bowl. They went to the Super Bowl with Kurt Warner.
That was like 10 years ago, bro.
Yeah, it was about a decade. You're right.
Yeah. So, and that was only for one season. So, like, you know what I'm saying? They weren't like a perennial powerhouse, you know what I'm saying? So, like, now their team, there's their basketball team, a young team is in the Western Conference Finals. I think they're just ready to fight. It's always hot, too. It's hot in Arizona all the time.
Always.
You know what niggas do when it's hot? They overreact. They're ready to fight. They're violent. Imagine if you live in the desert. You're always ready to fight. So, I think I'm starting to realize that these fans from Phoenix and Arizona, they're just maybe not the ones to fuck with.
I don't think they are. Listen, white boys, there's different types. Just like you said, there's different types of white boys. You know what I'm saying? It's the drunk frat white boy. It's the nerdy white boy. It's the sports athlete. Like, you got to know what type of white boy you're dealing with. And this looked like this was a frat white boy, but this was like a frat white boy that been in some scraps before.
See, like, this is the type of nigga, like, you gotta be wary of the nigga that's gonna wear a jersey with no undershirt.
There you go.
That guy, he's ready to fight.
That could be an easy fight though too, because that guy, especially if he's drunk or whatever, it just seemed like this dude just really was a bitch. Because first of all, he swung first, like he initiated it. He tried to tee off on this dude, and he just got the wrong one. Listen, remember you was talking about the scouter from Dragon Ball Z? Some people can remember in Dragon Ball Z, them niggas learn how to mask their power. Yeah, to seem weaker than they really were. This is what that's what he caught. He caught a nigga that, you think this nigga's a weak dude, but nah, this nigga's masking his real power. And he came out and when he was holding him, looking at his dude, talking to him, they was like, I'll fuck him up. Boom, hit his ass again. Yeah, boom, boom. And then he was like, I'll let it. Then I think a girl came in and made him let the dude go. You don't get no interview, bro. I want to interview the nigga that won. I don't want to interview the nigga that got his ass beat. Let's talk to you. How did you feel when you were holding him and you punched him 2 more times while you were looking at his friend, threatening the friend? How did you feel? That's what I want.
The fact that this man went back to his seat and watched the rest of the game, you should come back for it. You gotta get it. Shout out to Pooch Shiesty. You gotta get it back in blood. You gotta get it back.
The nigga that got beat up at his girl job need to get it back in blood. Yes, he do. And this dude need to get. You don't need to get on. And I found the full length interview. It was like 8 minutes. The nigga got on some Louis Vuittons shoes, Moncler shirt, a Louis bag, and he's smoking weed. And I'm gonna watch this shit after the episode. Might even post it. But like, no. You got beat up on camera. You don't get to do an interview. Like, what is go? This is another indication that something's wrong in the world.
Mental illness, yeah.
It's fucking sick. Get the white boy. Talk to him. Don't fucking talk. What did Devin Booker do? Devin Booker didn't say, hey, get me the dude that got beat up. No, he said, yo, find me, bro. He said, yo, who, bro? I need to find him. Yes. Energy. You know what I'm saying? This fucking loser energy needs to end, bro. When you take your L, you shut the fuck up. You don't talk. You don't talk. You lose, you fucking need to go regroup. Like, you don't fucking talk about how you lost, nigga. What? Shit, and that's why all them NBA players be mad when they do them interviews after the game because when they get their ass beat, they be like, "Nigga, we got lost. I need to regroup. I don't really want to answer these questions."
Speaking of NBA players and interviews, so today is the day after Game 7 of the Atlanta Hawks and Philadelphia 76ers, and the internet has been ablaze because of one particular person, Benjamin Simmons.
Isn't he? Oh, he's Australian. He's
Australian. So, this week, yesterday was it was a time where you can see Philly fans really become the monsters they really are.
Oh yeah, we know them. Yeah.
Some Philly fans are horrible human beings.
We know, yeah. Philly, they're known for being particular. They boo Beyonce. You think they got any love lost for Benjamin?
And the reason I feel bad, I truly feel bad for Benjamin. It seemed like
I feel bad for him, nigga. Work on your fucking game.
Just to see somebody's confidence, he looked like somebody. One of the monsters took his energy, his powers.
That happened. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what
he lost all his confidence.
How are you gonna take your power in game? Bro, when he didn't dunk on Trae Young,
that was the worst part.
I was like, no, something's wrong with him. You're 6'10". Trae Young is 6 foot. Trae Young is 5'10".
If that.
It's Ben Simmons with the LSU #1 draft pick by the 76ers. Trust the process. Whatever they did to Markelle Fultz, they slowly did to Benjamin. Whatever they did to Markelle, they did to Benjamin too. It just took a longer time to manifest. Cause my nigga, he's a 2-time All-Star.
He's an All-Star. He's a
defensive player of the year. He was on the defensive team, bro.
Yep.
You telling me you can't score? You can't shoot?
Game 7, he had 5 points.
He shot 4 times. You are an all-star. You're the second best player on that team, supposed to be.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch the game, but I know how it plays out because I watched Philly play. And it's just like, you're gonna get this slander, bro. You're gonna get this slander.
It's worthy of it. Like they continue to slander Giannis for the type of play he has, and that he's not like your traditional, shooter, in the clutch or create your own
he
shot
shoot.
Type of thing. He shoot. And Giannis, he averaged 30 that last series. You know what I'm saying? Just because he had a couple bad, couple plays, he averaged 30. He did what he was supposed to do. This man, Ben, he lost his power. That's all I'm thinking. Trae Young gave him the Space Jam ball and took his powers. But it doesn't make sense.
I haven't seen anyone flop like that though. Like even when like KD or Steph have a bad game, it's like, oh, they scored 17, 18 points. That's a bad game. You feel me? They went 9 for 24. This nigga shot 4 times. Bro, take this shit back to the fucking rec league. Take this shit back to not open gym. What do they call it? To a fucking, I can't even think of the name. It's when you go run outside, just like a
recess
pickup game. Oh. Take it back to a pickup game. You know there's a nigga that he's shooting the ball every time he touches it. It don't even matter. Like this nigga, that nigga. As soon as he get the ball, why can't you, bro? You're in the NBA. And the reason you say he deserved a slander, you know why you're gonna get it? Because the Philadelphia 76ers paid you millions of dollars to shoot the ball. It's not like you're doing this shit for fun. No. They paid you. They didn't. You're not Dennis Rodman.
Well, we knew that he wasn't a shooter per se.
But fuck that. He's not Dennis Rodman. He's not a motherfucking Ben Wallace. He is Ben Simmons. You have the ball in your hand every fucking play.
Yeah.
They paid you millions of dollars to do that shit, and you didn't do it.
We seen you put buckets up. We seen you put buckets up. It's not like you don't know how to get buckets, bro. Like you can create.
He forgot. He hit that monster.
You can. Yeah, they took that power away from him, bro. I never seen anyone lose confidence like that. Like he had a wide open dunk, like you said, wide open dunk and pass the ball away to his man that was double teamed. I've never seen someone lose their confidence like that, bro. Even Paul George, we give him but his jumper was fucked up though. Like this mechanics was messed up, and he's back to where he's at. So, like even we slander Paul George. We call him Pandemic P.
But he never stopped shooting.
He never stopped shooting though. It'd be bad shots, and he'd be doing a lot. But like you said, it'd be like 9 for 25 or some shit, like a bag shooting game. Like he still shoot the bitch.
That nigga boy. And then obviously, the jokes were amazing. They talking about they need to trade it. I just posted a meme on the page. He's talking about they put him in a Sacramento Kings jersey.
They say he's going to China.
Yo, they need to send him to the Australian league that the LaMelo Ball was in, or last year or something. Because it's just for an all-star to give that type of performance and not be injured is just, it was, you know. And I saw it last year in the bubble too, because he underperformed in the bubble too.
Yeah,
it wasn't this bad, but
I'm just gonna assume it's the moment he needs like a sports therapist or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, get his confidence back. You know, let him. He said he's not gonna go to the Olympics to work on his skill set. So you know, hopefully he does that. He gets with that nigga from Instagram, Lethal Shooter or whatever.
Yes, that nigga will help you. That nigga can help you. Yeah. That nigga Lethal Shooter need to be in his comments every day. Somebody give that man his number. Cause it's like I'm gonna say one more time. The money that you're getting paid, it brings that. You're not getting paid. You this isn't amateurs. This isn't colleges and pickup basketball. This is the NBA, where they're paying you to do what to score, and when they're paying you to score and get buckets and stop niggas from getting buckets, and you didn't do that.
Yeah, Trae Young was giving this nigga hell, bro.
Listen, Trae Young got heart. He ain't got a lot of hair, but he got.
But that's heart. A characteristic. That's the characteristic of short niggas. Them little niggas like Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Trae Young, Dame. Like point guards are some of the most feistiest niggas in the game, bro.
That's very true. Because they playing with real giant. Like think about like Chris Paul, Trae. Like they're average height people. Like 6'2". That's average. But they're playing with niggas that are 6'10", 7 foot. Like you kind of gotta have that aggressive because you're going like if you try to go to the basket, it's a 7 foot nigga right there. Like it's you know what I'm saying? And like I said, he can't teach size, but you can't teach heart either. And Ben Simmons don't look like I've never even seen him like yell after a dunk or anything. I've seen him get bucked, but I never seen Ben Simmons like first you're 6'9", 6'10". You're a fucking 10 years, 6 years ago, you were a power forward with your back to the basket the whole game.
Yep.
If you see a 6 foot nigga under the rim, that's food. That nigga,
bro, it's embarrassing, bro. Like they're playing 15 feet off him. 15 feet off. They're not even guarding him. He be at the 3-point line. They're at the free throw line.
Yep. You remember Rajon Rondo was on All the Smoke, and he was talking about niggas shooting threes. And Rajon Rondo with the Celtics, he never shot threes.
Yep.
He barely shot mid-range jumpers. Right? Rajon Rondo was breaking down the defense and dishing, and all his points would come off layups and free throws. But Rajon Rondo is like, nigga, I've seen niggas shooting 2 for 10, nigga, 1 for 9. He said, nigga, I'm gonna shoot some of them bitches too. Ben Simmons just, bro, shoot the fucking ball. And I don't know, and I want to talk about Doc Rivers. I don't know if he got it no more. I really don't. For the collapse, listen, there's something that he can't get through to something. Listen, whatever you want to say was going on in the Clippers locker room, we see that they kind of overcame that a little bit this year with Ty Lue. They're in the Western Conference Finals. But Doc Rivers got another team, another playoff team, another possible finals team, and he just couldn't get inside their heads enough to get them to where they were supposed to be. The 76ers should have beat the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah. On paper, they do. On paper, they beat them.
Come on, son. You have Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, and now we know Joel Embiid was injured. But Joel Embiid wasn't the reason they lost that fucking series.
Tobias Harris wasn't either.
It was Benjamin.
Yeah, Benjamin. Yeah, it looked bad, bro. He needed to get on the first. Hopefully, he was on the first flight to Australia.
Yeah, get away.
Because Philly.
Oh, he's not safe.
He's not safe in Philly. You're
not safe. If that nigga is not in Pennsylvania. He is not in Pennsylvania. He needed to go because if any Philly fan sees his ass, listen. Philly shoot. They probably will not try to shoot him, but they gonna shoot some shots around this motherfucker. Like, yo, get the fuck because I know Gilly the kid mad. I know Meek tried to act like he wasn't mad. I seen this story. He's like, nigga, we still getting on the helicopter, whatever. Y'all niggas was supposed to beat them niggas.
Yeah, the Hawks, bro. So you gotta give it up. You gotta give it the Hawks. So.
Oh yeah, listen.
They got hard, bro. They playing their ass off.
They play their ass off, man. Shout out to them. Shout out to Lou Williams. You know, he got traded from the Clippers, but he still found a way. He's in the final. He's in the conference finals, and I'm locked in, man. Locked in.
What else happened this week, Terry? I
Jay Pinker wrote a letter to Tupac.
Oh yeah. Why did she?
No, she didn't write a letter. She read a poem that Tupac wrote her.
See, this is a bigger situation than just Jada embarrassing Will Smith. What do you do as a man when your woman continuously embarrasses you on the internet?
Now, what you do is you leave her. You break up. You don't do tit for tat. You gotta tell her to stop, and you gotta tell her to stop.
Because she continues to do it every year. When Tupac's passing comes around, she posts some unforeseen shit from him.
But see, Chris, I don't know if you've ever dated anyone that had a significant other that got killed.
I have not.
I have dated a woman and her baby father got killed. And it's a situation where it's like now this is her baby father, so it was more intense than somebody who Jada claims she never slept with Pac. They were just friends, but according to Pac, that was the love of his life and whatever. But it's like you're considerate of that relationship, you know. You don't the memories is all that person have, and you don't want to try to step on their memories and how they remember that person because the person not here no more. But what Jada Pinkett does, like, she's very performative for the internet.
Sure.
She's very performative, and she knows how. And I don't know, she might just be that person. You know what I'm saying? She went to an art school. She might just be a performative person. But as my wife, I need you to like dial it back a little bit. Just, you know what I'm saying? Post a picture, say happy birthday, and keep moving. You don't got to talk about the story behind the poem, and he wrote it to me, and I don't know if this is released, and I will always love you forever. You never gone. We're in my memory. Like, you putting a lot of sauce in it. How many hoes did Will Smith fuck? Like, that's what I want to know.
It seemed like he didn't fuck as many as we thought he was fucking. Cause damn, bro, like, there's a level of love that he's tapped in that I don't know if I'm able to tap into.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would hope that I could be that ego-less, you know, especially for somebody who they said they'll never break up. You know what I'm saying? He said bad marriage for life. You know what I'm saying? So they really riding that bad marriage shit. But I wouldn't say the marriage is bad. That's their words. It's just, I would want you to have a little more respect for me. You know, I'm here. I'm alive. You know, and then as much as we try to block out all the voices of everybody else, but those voices gonna be heavy when you fucking giving them something to talk about. Like, you're literally posting poems from this man that he wrote to you in jail
30-some years ago.
Pac been dead. Like I said, Pac was 50, so that nigga been dead for 20 plus years.
Yeah, man, listen, you know, when people be like, couldn't be me, that's me right there.
Hey, man, how many millions would it take for you to get some enlightenment, man? Like, Will Smith is up.
Listen, Will Smith got millions. He's still probably fucking Margot Robbie. You know what I'm saying? So,
but
so
he's up hundreds of millions. He probably that's what it got to be, man. It got to be the money and the fame and the level of access that you got to. Where you're like, you know what? I'll pay someone to teach me how to lose my ego and lose my, you know what I'm saying, and literally just love this person unconditionally. Because it's got to be unconditional. Because at this point right now, man, you can't move like that, baby.
Disrespecting my man, bro.
Or how good did Pac fuck her?
Listen, we were talking about this off. We were talking about this off camera, man. This nigga Pac, he's definitely not the nigga that he's revered to be.
Good word.
I feel like there is something deeper than, like you said, how good did he fuck her? There's something deeper than they were just best friends. And I think he probably was fucking when she was with Will, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they were, because Will said like in a Breakfast Club interview, like there was like some underlying beef between them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So I think he knew that they were fucking, or, you know, they were just, their souls were tied closer than him and Jada could ever be.
But you know what? You know, like what old niggas, what niggas be trying to say to young men, like, look, you gotta get the mind. You get the mind, the body's gonna follow. Yeah. I feel like Tupac was in Jada's mind. Like he made love to her brain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like niggas be like, yo, you gotta make love to her brain. And then, you know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is touch her and show her orgasm. Like Tupac literally has made love to Pinkett Smith's brain, because for 20 years he is right in that same spot. You know what I'm saying? And it is a love. You can tell that it's a love that is just still going strong. That's what makes it uncomfortable to watch. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it uncomfortable to watch. But like you said, Pac, he was moved. Listen, I didn't want to say it like this, but that nigga got smoked at 25 because that nigga wasn't moving the best. Like he wasn't. Yeah. He was a high head.
He wasn't. Very much so. You know, that bad boy bravado, niggas wasn't having it. Like he put a lot of people in situations that they probably didn't want to be in because of his, you know, his high-headedness. You know, Recipe Shock G has stories about, and now them being in Richmond and him running up on the, you know, talking crazy to people he don't know, and they had to get him out there. Yep. There's countless stories of him in California talking crazy to people. The night that he got killed, he was beating up on a known gang member. You know, he was running around with Bloods, even though he wasn't quote unquote a Blood
or a gangster.
Yeah, you know, when you think about it, it's just like he put himself in a lot of bad situations because he was around a lot of bad people that didn't really give him in the best interest. And what, like, if he had all this love to give, you know, where was Jada when he was running around acting crazy? You know what I'm saying? And Pac was with another woman that night he died, the one he said he was the love of his life, right? Which is Barry Gordy's daughter, I think.
Or was it Quincy Jones?
Quincy Jones' daughter?
Yeah.
Quincy Jones' daughter.
But I'll say this. They say this about Gemini. He was a Gemini, so he had them two crazy sides. So
man, that's the nigga you gotta know, like, not fuck with. Like, you know, I stay when Pac come around, bro, I don't answer his phone all the time.
Listen, he was definitely a polarizing individual, and he definitely brought that out of him. Like he brought that out of people. Like niggas either like really did not like him or niggas really deeply loved him. We see how loved he is, you know what I'm saying, especially by Jada Pinkett. So, you know, I just don't know that was in news because it was just one of them awkward moments. So I wanted to talk about that. And staying in Hollywood, Nick Cannon got another woman pregnant and he is preparing to have his fourth child in the past 6 months, I guess. No, well, I guess I don't know when she's due, but he's recently had a set of twins and another child, and now this other child is on the way, and he already has 2 kids with Mariah Carey. So he's doubled his children in 2021. And he about to up the score again.
I don't know what master plan he got, bro. I can't, that man got good sperm. Pause. Like
his shit worked. Child. Yep.
He must want a big family and not with just one woman. You know what I'm saying? So, and as long as these women, obviously these women know what the game is, and they know what type of time he's on. I can't hate on it.
Yeah, man, and I can't hate on the practice because like the only stipulation I have for dudes having kids is that you be able to take care of them. He definitely seemed like he has the means to take care of them. It's just I guess the amount of baby mothers just seemed like it would increase stress. You know what I'm saying? But I guess maybe he couldn't wait for one to pop one out. He wanted to, like I ain't got time.
I be geeked up. My man be having the maternity photos or the every joint
with all the babies.
Every joint. He be having pregnancy photos with all of his baby mothers. So it's not like he's ever hiding. Because I think that's the problem is we don't like when the niggas are like the women does like a pregnancy photo shoot and it's just by themselves. And
yeah.
We know so quote unquote somebody is the baby father, right? So it's like, this not even gonna be a part of the baby's life or whatever. This is not this nigga Nick. This nigga's in every
right there
pregnancy photo.
June 14th, he just had 2 in June 14th. No, that's when she posted the picture. No, June 14th, he just had the 2 twins. And he had one before that, and now he got another one on the way.
Hey, listen, if he's communicated this to these women,
he gotta be. I'm sure. Listen,
I got nothing to give.
I can't knock the hustle. It's just we had a report on this because it's happened. You know what I'm saying? Nick Cannon has been a sniper for a long time.
Oh, but listen, all of his baby mothers are beautiful.
Nigga, Mariah Carey and the rest of them look like very pretty women. Hey, best of luck to him and his family.
What we talk about corny niggas.
Oh yeah, but see, Nick is universally or just domestically seen as being corny for a long time. You know what I'm saying? But he was like the guy that kind of knew he wasn't oblivious to his corny though. Yeah. I feel like he knew that people thought he was corny and he played into it to capitalize. You know what I'm saying? He let himself be the butt of the jokes on Wild 'N Out. He did the very mainstream stuff like America's Got Talent and shit like that. So he was like, listen, y'all want to say I'm corny, y'all want to say this and that, but at the end of the day, I'm winning. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he's one of these guys that we be talking about, like the corny dude that just be skating by because he's rich and famous. I feel like at the end of the day, Nick is actually a pretty cool guy.
I would think so.
Like all in all, like I feel like he actually has morals and values and standards. You know what I'm saying? He tried to educate himself, went to Howard University, got a degree, still studying, got his show on MTV. You know what I'm saying? Got his businesses, and then he out here just busting nuts all quarantine. Can't knock the hustle, man. Shout out to Nick Cannon. Pause. His name is Nick Cannon. So, put 2 and 2 together. That's all I got. Wasn't there something else? I didn't want to read my June. I want to talk about Juneteenth. That was the other thing that happened.
Yeah, go ahead and talk about Juneteenth as we wrap it up.
Yeah, so Juneteenth just passed for everyone. You know what I'm saying? Most of y'all know they just made it a federal holiday. How you feel about that, Chris?
I want people to. I'm not gonna disregard that people are happy that it's a holiday, but do not take them rose rose-colored glasses off. Don't be too excited about a fucking national. It's not even a national holiday. It's a federal holiday, right? So it's not a 4th of July holiday where everybody's off or whatever, right?
But it's crazy though. I was working, and a lot of government places was closed down for June
because it's a federal holiday.
Okay,
so
yeah.
The government shuts down, so it's not a national holiday. I still have to work, so don't be too happy about the holiday because that's what the white man does.
Yes, this is tactic. Yeah.
Yes, the white man is gonna continue to give us little, small wins if this even is a win, right? Just to keep the peace or make these niggers happy. You know what I'm saying? So don't be too happy about. They'll stay on these niggas' asses about reparations and money and shit like that because that's really the goal. They didn't give the Asian community a day off, but they gave them money. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just I still gotta work. A lot of people still have to work. Terry, did you have to work on?
Yeah, I had to work. No, I didn't have to work on Juneteenth because it actually fell on the weekend. But that Friday, I was at work. You know what I'm saying? And the federal government, they observed it on Friday, so they were in the government. So
it's federal holiday. It's not a national holiday. So
that shit really seemed like a meaningless thing. Like I'm like, oh, y'all are aware now, so y'all want to. I don't give a fuck about y'all making that shit a federal holiday. The real systemic shit is still in place. It's still rolling. It's still going on. And I really felt like it was some like weird, like it was like giving somebody nobody. Fuck y'all acknowledging it. Like I could give a fuck if the government acknowledged Juneteenth. You feel me? I celebrated it in a real way for the first time last year. That's because of all the stuff that was going on, and I actually felt the spirit of the holiday. I was like, you know what? Like I'm really gonna enjoy my blackness, celebrate, buy black, invest back in my people, and that's what I try to do this Juneteenth. But that shit it seemed like what they do. Like we're gonna give them this to distract them from what the fuck is really going on. Like trying to hit niggas with the okie doke. Like I really feel
you saw them niggas singing the Black National Anthem, Nancy Pelosi and them, and then there was a picture of Kamala at a table full of white women.
Yeah, saw that.
And there was two helpers, employees that were black. She's like, what?
Yeah, man. Fuck. I mean, it is what it is. But it really meant nothing to me, and it just seems like the tactic that they always use. We're gonna give them something they didn't even ask for to distract them from getting what they really asked for.
Exactly. But niggas didn't ask for that. We didn't ask for a holiday.
No, we asked for reparations. We asked for you letting out nonviolent offenders on drug charges. We asked for you know what I'm saying, help with loans and economic empowerment. That's what we're asking for. And our 40 acres in which is reparation. But I just want to read the history of Juneteenth. So I feel like if you guys don't know, some of the listeners might not know everything about the background on the holiday and the history of it. On June 19th, 1865, the Union Army Major General Gordon Granger stepped onto a balcony in Galveston, Texas, 2 months after the Civil War ended, and announced that more than 250,000 enslaved people in Texas were free. President Abraham Lincoln had freed them 2.5 years earlier in his Emancipation Proclamation, but since Texas never fell to the Union troops in battle, they remained in bondage. The new emancipated respond with cries of joy and prayers of gratitude, a celebration that became known as Juneteenth. Black Texans mark the day each year with parades, picnic, which I think is a racist word. Parades, music, and fine clothes. Yeah, picnic is a racist word. The gatherings grew through the aborted promise of Reconstruction, through racial terror and Jim Crow, and through the Great Depression, with a major revival in the 80s and 90s. Last summer, amid the racial justice protests following the murder of George Floyd, millions of white Americans became aware of Juneteenth for the first time. Some companies announced they would give employees the day off on Juneteenth, and the momentum grew to make it a national holiday. On Tuesday, the Senate voted unanimously just to do that. The House moved quickly to pass the bill, approving the measure 415 to 14. So 14 people didn't want to have it. And President Biden signed the bill in the East Room on Thursday, which we don't give a fuck about. But yeah, so celebrating the people that were still enslaved after nationally the president made it illegal to own slaves and gave Black people freedom and all their rights. But you know, shout out to celebrating when those last people got their freedom.
Yeah, just more evidence that power structure is just it's garbage. So some of these people that are still alive when Juneteenth, went to effect.
Yeah.
So never forget that. You know what I'm saying? Never forget that. They'll give you a fucking federal holiday over giving them, the people that are still alive reparations money, time for and for their time of being a slave. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Never forget the end goal. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people talking about, y'all niggas don't want a day off. It's not really a day off, bro. But I'm not gonna bust your bubble. But
and fuck a day off from still being oppressed. Like what? Oh, you just don't go to work today, but your ass be back on Monday. Like what the fuck? No, I don't give a fuck. Like I really thought that shit was meaningless, and I thought it was a motherfucking weird ass weird ass thing to try to present to Black people, to a weird ass appeasement. That's what I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I don't give a fuck about you trying to nationally. I don't give a fuck about that. I really don't. Like what? Cancel all Black people's student loans. Be descendants of slaves. Do that. Feel me?
It's crazy.
Give me a low interest rate. Give me a locked in interest rate on buying a home. The fuck? Shit.
Yeah, bro. Shit crazy, man.
But that's it. That's all I got.
That's all I got this week. After we have our shenanigans next week, we'll talk about the divide between the media divide between the vaccinated and unvaccinated, but that's a deeper discussion that they're not ready to talk about.
I'm the unvaccinated.
Me too. So we'll talk about that, next week after we be outside in the world for a little bit.
Oh yeah, I'm very interested to see how the city is, like, how the gatherings are allowed to be, and because I do plan on at least going out into the nightlife at least one night. So we're gonna report back, and hopefully we have some great DC stories, and we were safe and we have fun and we celebrate me.
Yes, sir. So I want to thank you guys again for tuning in to another episode of Malta Talks, a safe place for keeping it player, where you keep it kosher every time, all the time. Remember, on the path to playerdom, the 3 rules to success. Oh, before we do that, before we end this week, my artist Cloud Envy, his debut album, Back to the Flows, drops on Saturday the 26th. So it'll be across all platforms. Come check him out. Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes. The whole nine. Check his album out. That nigga's really spitting. He's bringing back real essence of hip hop, man. Real vibes. You know what I'm saying? The groovy one. But back to my spiel. So remember, on Path to Playing, there are 3 rules to success. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to the code, and stay dangerous, man. So thank you again for tuning in to another episode. We'll see you next week, man. Peace.
You did.